Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, yellow. Check 52.
On first down, Swift, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
65.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 38, Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Yellow.
57, come on. I got one.
They'll run on first down. Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Yellow.
From the 39, Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
There you go. They're showing why you're the number 2 offense in NFL.
40 got.
Get out there.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Eat that zone up, man.
59.
That's right.
59.
Right, 50.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught by Hollister. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Stay in that same zone, please.
Set. 180.
Mike is 59. Quarterback, don't get...
Omaha, ready to move. Double right.
We'll give you all that room over there. Do something with it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double 11. Check 24.
You got that, Christian? Let's go, Christian. Let's see if he do that cover 2 in there.
To throw again, Stafford. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Stafford. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Let's stretch that zone. Let's go, Judge Judy. Mismatch. All day, baby.
Now they try the right side here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Good defense, man. I had you, though. Oh, God.
Lady!
Oh, boy.
Let's put that team on the bus.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Get that ball out there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
They call passing.
Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Go.
Get my ball back.
Yellow.
On first down, Swift. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10, for touchdown, 49ers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, and he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Big 20. Monday.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, box drop. It's time to win. It's time to win.
Stafford on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check Mike,
Now it's Stafford. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, Red. Check Mike.
Let's go. Check Mike, 9-9. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
180. Hey, 5-0.
He's starting to settle in.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, here's a...
Here we go.
Here we go.
Low Omaha, ready move.
Here's Stafford. And able to find Dorsett. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First and 10.
It's your blow real quick, bro. It's your blow. Take your time, young man. Take your time, young man. Let's go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Nice, fellas.
Hey, Alpha. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Stafford. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Don't say nothing.
Get your nice fucking head together.
Let him know, let him know.
Smooth.
Let him know, let him know. Check Mike,
Simple enough.
You don't know what happened.
Clean
Out of
pocket.
the gun, Stafford.
Clean pocket.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check, 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 check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, easy, easy. Omaha, ready to move. Hey, wahoo.
To throw is Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the the doesn't it?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Well, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
That's on the real defense, buddy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
I gave up one score. I gave up that
one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in
like that 1st down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And taken right at the 35. And he's loose again. Touchdown, 49ers. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Good run, man. I ain't taking nothing away from you. I'm just saying, man.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, Delta.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jim. Hurry!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Hey, 22! Hey, world!
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Quick dance, 32!
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Four down. Alert. Slam.
Zero!
Right back to him on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
That lady!
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Set! Go 20!
Watch the run.
Hey!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Lady!
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. All day, dog. What happened?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I know he ain't got it. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Stafford now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Intercepted by the 49ers. His guys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I don't need to. There's a lot, right?
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the right side and complete to Hurst. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We ain't giving them nothing to
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down, San Francisco, to pick up 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Let's get it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Move. 4 down. Check. 32.
Hey, Echo.
Come on, D.
Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. Instead, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I got you, son.
Hey, exit.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check Mike 99. And middle. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats.